Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. I've been having myself a New Year's break for the holidays, and then I got sick, and then other stuff happened, and so here I am, finally, ready to make a new video. And what better way to start the year than a video by Matt Rose? And the first one this year is "At no point could I predict the next word" type of posts, which is pretty funny usually, so let's see. That headline was a wild ride from start to finish. Let's go, let's see what this is.
Here's a headline that's a wild ride from start to finish. Former Freemason, 51, found drunk and naked inside
Okay.
a huge pipe organ
Okay.
with
Oh. The shift from pipe to organ was the most unexpected so far.
with a toy gun and
Mhm.
remote-controlled police car, says
Okay.
he got lost while trying to hand out cheeseburgers
Okay.
to the homeless.
Interesting. You know, it's better than I expected. For some reason, when I heard toy gun, I thought it was gonna be in his ass. I don't know why, but that's just the vibe this gave me. But this is better.
To the homeless. Especially in a world where most things we read these days are created by an algorithm which just places logical statements
Yep.
side by side, isn't it refreshingly nice to read a sentence where at no point do you know what the next word is going to be? Even if the sentence is shelter worker scoured bin of dog vomit for human toes to sell on black
I'm sorry?
market. So today
So, okay, I have several questions. First off, who would want to buy human toes on the black market and for what purpose? And secondly, why would you expect to find human toes in dog vomit? Do you know that your dogs have been eating humans? Excuse me?
we're looking at posts where people have said they've read every word in the sentence without knowing what the next word would be. Will Smith, the Chainsmokers, and NASCAR collaborate on upcoming romantic comedy. Learned
Huh. Well, that sounds interesting.
today that my ex-husband buys his weed from a lesbian dominatrix that banned him from DJing at her sex club because he kept playing his version of Lean On Me, made entirely of samples of Homer saying
Okay, I think I've seen that somewhere before. But yeah, that is a very specific reason to ban someone.
You would never guess what the next word was going to be in
Yep.
the whole tweet.
Mhm.
So I normally ignore the TikTok links my mum sends because it's always some ridiculousness, but caught myself trying to be a nice daughter for once and opened one.
Okay.
At no point could I guess what the next word was going to be. It was AI babies in bucket hats and chains giving street interviews for
Okay.
charged after solid gold toilet called America stolen from Winston Churchill's birthplace.
Why was there a gold toilet there? And why was it called America? What does that mean? What's going on?
Veterinarian crafts tiny braces for a jawless goldfish named
Okay.
Mr. Hot Wing.
Interesting name for a goldfish. Okay. Or any fish, I guess.
Opera with explicit sex scenes. Roller skating nuns leaves 18 needing medical treatment. At no
Excuse
point in
me?
this headline did I know what the next word was going to be. For an
I wonder if this medical treatment is somehow related to the roller skating.
additional layer of confusion, I thought it said Oprah. So did I. And you know what, to be honest, first time. So did I. Presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy meets Hawk Tuah Girl at Nick Carter's karate combat
Why?
match at a Bitcoin conference.
What?
Yep, there they are. Firm friends.
Also, is that the guy with the brain worm? I forget, I don't keep up with the American politics, but I remember there was some guy with brain worm that was like a big in the memes for like a few weeks.
No point in this tweet did I have any idea what word was coming next. Army researchers are developing a self-aware robot squid
Okay.
you can 3D print. At no point could I anticipate
Well, that wasn't really that unexpected, but pretty interesting for sure.
what word was going to be next in this headline. Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey sent beard shavings to Azalea Banks so she could make an amulet to
Who is that?
protect him from ISIS. Not
What?
once was I able to guess what word would come next in this post. Keanu Reeves has been cast as the villain in a Weezer movie.
What?
The film will be a mockumentary style, described
Okay.
as a cross between Scott Pilgrim vs. the World and Weird the Al Yankovic story. These are just words.
True.
Revealed naked man seen strutting along a busy Oxford street wearing nothing but a face mask G-string is Ninja Warrior.
Excuse me? Also, is that an actual real photo or what? That's it feels kind of uncanny. So I'm wondering. But from all the text being legible, I can guess that it's probably not AI generated at least. Well, the background text seems to not be, at least.
And vegan YouTube star who eats
Okay.
meat. A
What? Excuse me? What was that last part?
former meerkat expert at London Zoo was cleared Tuesday of assaulting a monkey handler in a love spat over a llama keeper.
Oh, wow. Okay. Things getting heated in the zoo fandom, I guess. Or in the zoo industry.
/Ask Reddit, what sexual bucket list item or items didn't live up to your
Oh,
expectations?
okay.
Had some girl piss in my ear. That's
Ew, that sounds like you're gonna get some horrible infection in there.
$4 I'll never get back. I actually had no idea she stole it out of my glove compartment until hours later. Lol. She had bad aim too.
Okay.
Weirdest Christmas ever. Escaped, cloned, female, mutant, crayfish take over Belgian cemetery. The Rock
Huh. Okay.
reveals to SpongeBob that one of his nicknames is Beef Piston. And
That sounds somewhat inappropriate. Why would you publicly announce that?
inquest took place here in Abbots Bromley in 1857 into the murder of a man whose family that same year had prosecuted a fake wizard they'd been paying to lift a curse from their cheese kettle. Yeah, and
What's a cheese kettle?
no point while reading that did I guess what the next word was going to be. Duck walks into pub, drinks pint, fights dog, loses, maintains bow tie.
Oh yeah, that's epic.
Apparently, Jordan Peterson's daughter was impregnated by a pro-Stalin business consultant who likes to play with swords and has a demon inside him.
Huh. Sure.
Named Igor. If I had just checked my
I don't think that is correct pronunciation, but okay.
bag to begin with, I wouldn't have been pulled aside by the TSA so they could inspect the mysterious object in my bag that turned out to be a candle that said I red heart emoji to fart.
Nice.
Bought for my mom.
Well, I guess your mom loves to fart. Okay. I wonder if the candle is fart-scented as well.
My villain origin story is that when I was 12, I scratched my cornea playing Ultimate Frisbee.
Oh no.
Had to wear my dead sister's pink eye patch for a week, and my band teacher made fun of me for it.
Wow.
Holy hell, at no point could I guess what the next word was going to be.
Yeah.
Similarly, at no point could Octopus Gallery predict the next word of the post behind this video, in which we see, of course, that it looks like about 15 to 20 vehicles turned out for the Halifax Ostrich Convoy, led by Gen Z Dutch maple syrup merchants.
What's an ostrich convoy? I cannot even imagine. It's just like to support ostriches as they're like endangered? Is it for awareness, or what does that mean?
A freak shep. Potatoes are
Okay.
better than human blood for making space concrete bricks, scientists say.
Wow! What a discovery.
Your stepdad is lost at sea. California man whose billionaire stepfather is on missing sub asks OnlyFans model to sit on him 30 minutes after pleading for prayers. As he
Okay.
triggers war of words with Cardi B.
2023, is that when the uh, Titan submarine thing happened? The one that imploded? Or what other missing sub was there?
Over Blink 182 concert.
Huh.
It feels like a real life version of autocorrect where you type
Yeah.
on the first suggestion repeatedly.
Or when you are trying to type something when you're very sleepy or drunk or your phone is wet and it just makes an absolute mess.
Texas authorities found a shark that was stolen by 3 suspects who concealed the animal in a stroller.
How small was that shark? Was it like newborn? Or how else would you fit in it?
Jesus fuck! A woman who
I guess you could say it's a baby shark.
who had 5 pit bull puppies cloned in South Korea is wanted in Tennessee on burglary charges, lawyers there said today. Joyce McKinney, 58, was accused of telling a 15-year-old boy to burgle a house to raise cash to buy a false leg for
I'm sorry, what?
a horse. She fled Britain in 1977 to avoid a trial for allegedly abducting a Mormon missionary and making him her sex slave.
I'm sorry. Why would you want a false leg for a horse? What? How would that even... What? Or does that mean like a prosthetic leg? I have no idea what that could even be to mean. Okay.
That story requires more than one paragraph.
Yeah.
A girl
Definitely.
was allegedly expelled after being peer pressured into vaping by Dora the Explorer.
How? Just how?
Why is the erectile dysfunction Pride flag the same colours as my fursona? But
Oof. Unfortunate.
I mean, well, yeah. Dolly
I had no idea there was a pride flag for that. Ah. And I'm not quite sure why there would be. It's not like an identity or anything. It's an illness, so... Huh? Okay.
Parton and Doja Cat will star in a TikTok musical about Taco Bell's Mexican pizza. Meryl Streep has been cast as the insect queen in Pixar's next film. The film follows a girl who transfers her mind into a robotic beaver to help the animals fight the local mayor. Schools need debate teams. We had a debate team, but the faculty sponsor, who was in her 60s and had an eyebrow piercing, whom we once saw on some Comedy Central show singing about her vagina, was caught with meth in her purse.
Unfortunate.
Well, I certainly didn't expect that. Oh, hang on, one more thing. Mara Wilson, that's fucking Matilda. At no point while reading this headline was I able to anticipate the next word or phrase in it. Blizzard men's rift at Whoopi Goldberg themed weed event as
That's interesting.
Diablo 4's Lilith presents star with Key to Hell. And
Oof.
no point while reading this address did I have any idea what the next word would be. Miami County Courthouse, Peru, Indiana. You could not
What? So there's something called Peru in Indiana, and there's a Miami County in that, or is Peru in Miami County? What? I don't know how American addresses work. What is even going on in there?
Anticipate the next word of this obituary if you tried. Boyfriend Larry King. Renee was also sadly preceded in death by her beloved daughter, Kathy Sue Corin Lester Trammell Webster of...
How many names do you want? You need what? Why? Why so many?
Hill Devil. Hills, NC,
Huh.
who herself was preceded in death by 2 marriages, a fudge shop, and 1 eyeball lost in a near fatal Pepsi bottle incident.
Huh. How how would you even manage to have a near fatal Pepsi bottle incident? I guess if you do like the Mentos and Coke thing, if that works with Pepsi too, if it like pops right in your eye, maybe it could be life threatening. I don't know. But is there a place called Kill Devil Hills? That's pretty metal. Okay.
At no point did I expect the next word in any part of this. Live 2-foot eel chews through man's intestines after
Oh no!
it up his anus.
Okay, finally someone put something up his anus. I was expecting that to happen at least once, and here it is. But that's much more gruesome than I would expect.
Doctors tried to remove the eel through the patient's anus, but
Uh-huh.
a lime was blocking the way.
Wow. Ah, he was really invested in that. Okay.
News video. Flame-throwing humanoid robot makes
Mhm.
pancakes. Ah,
Nice.
yes, mate. 18 was reunited with his pet, Rooster, lost at an Alabama Cracker Barrel after a
Okay.
Civil War reenactment. Text
Okay. A rooster is a very interesting choice for a pet, and bringing it around with you, the Cracker Barrel and the reenactment is also a pretty interesting choice.
Special teams coach Jeff Banks. Monkey attacked a trick-or-treater. Banks left his wife to be with a stripper named
Ah,
Pole Assassin.
I'm assuming that is like a stage name, not a real one.
And the monkey is hers and a part of her act. Pole Assassin
Ah,
says the
okay.
monkey is an emotional support monkey. Pokemon
Wow.
Go players hit with a laser attack by pig. Masked couple having public sex in Sweden.
Wow. So, like, you're having public sex and you attack people with lasers when they try to stop you. That's quite a innovative idea, I have to say.
William Howard Taft wins the president's race thanks to a WWE move from the Easter Bunny. Look at the Easter Bunny. I could
Wow.
not anticipate the next word from the last.
Okay.
Like twice a week, I think about how one of the richest men in my hometown was murdered in his office, and the police showed up and took a shit in the bathroom at the crime scene and contaminated the scene so bad the killer, his son, got away with it.
Wow. So, like, was the bathroom the only place where evidence of him being there was left? Or did they just contaminate everything else along the way?
That is mad, but for properly mad, Alex Jones says, and you know,
Okay.
Alex, at no point in reading your recap was I remotely sure what the
Yeah.
next word was going to
Uh-huh.
be. The US is a second Atlantis, founded by Francis Bacon and controlled by descendants of Count Dracula, aligned with the CCP to put nanotechnology in food.
To make people gay? Because I expect that in the end, like, you know, putting chemicals in the water to make the frogs gay, putting nanomachines in the food to make the humans gay. Maybe. Something like that.
Guna 911 averted as Zenless Zone Zero's butt obfuscation technology is rolled back in the face of horny outrage.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I don't know. Put it in the comments if you want me to make more Zenless Zone Zero videos or streams. I tried streaming it back when it came out a little bit.
At no point while reading this headline did I have any idea what the next word would be. Let me explain.
Yes.
Nah, don't worry about it. There's a bizarre animal in Oregon that looks and smells like a sock, and scientists are feeding it sardines.
Okay.
Bizarre? You never fed a sock sardines before? Here you go. Yeah. Nom, nom, nom,
Ah, so that's why he had sardines in his hand earlier. Okay.
You know, at no point did Act Noel Flower know what word was coming next. Another one. Jennifer Lopez's hour-long, partly animated musical film This Is Me, Now, A Love Story, features Jane Fonda, Trevor Noah, Post Malone, Sofia Vergara, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Keke Palmer, and a few other famous randos.
Yeah, I don't know most of these people, so famous randos is a good way to describe them.
As members of a Zodiac Love Council examining
Ah,
Lopez's romantic foibles, Ben Affleck
Weebles.
plays a wizened TV commentator.
Okay.
Florida man bites his brother's penis off after he walks in on his brother having sex with his cousin on his favourite
Oh.
Dragon Ball Z blanket.
Okay, I'm hoping it was because of the Dragon Ball Z blanket and not because he wanted to have sex with the cousin instead.
40 camels were booted from a Saudi Arabia beauty pageant for using Botox. At no point
Okay.
while reading this, could I predict what word would come next? Cher has been accused of employing 4 men to kidnap her adult son and forcefully remove him from his hotel on the night of his
Okay.
wedding anniversary. Skull
Ah.
emoji.
Why would you want to kidnap your son on his wedding anniversary? Do you hate his wife that much, or what's going on? Ah,
7-year-old said this on our drive home just now. At no point in that sentence was I prepared for what the next word would be. On Mom's 42nd birthday, it'll be a new day on Uranus.
wow.
Very
Okay.
nice. We'll end, though, with this, in which every word is a curveball. My friend was testing perfumes out at the store, and she sniffed a bottle and announced, not gonna lie, this bitch kind of sucks. The girl at the counter suddenly looked really sad, and my friend
no.
was like, I'm sorry, I wasn't talking about you. And the girl looked up and said, no, don't worry, I didn't think that, but I just crushed a ladybug with my shoe. We both took a peek over the counter.
Yes.
She had stepped on a red M&M.
So this is the second story I've heard about someone mistaking a red M&M for a ladybug, so I wonder if this is just fiction inspired by that one, or if that actually did happen at least twice. It does feel strange to me because an M&M is like several times bigger than a ladybug as far as I'm aware, so how would you mistake them? I don't know.
Oh, go on then, we'll do one more. Look
Okay.
at this book description. At long last, Abraham Lincoln is ready to face his greatest enemy, Emperor Komei of Japan. After years of ninja training, will America's greatest president, who also happens to be the Earth's greatest master of the sexual arts, be
Excuse me?
able to defeat his nemesis and claim the moon as his own? Find out in the thrilling conclusion of the presidential fuck saga.
Well, who writes those kinds of books? I'm always amazed at just like, how do you even come up with that? Okay. Thank you everyone for watching. Yes, I think this was a good video to restart on. And yeah, I'll be trying to post more regularly again. And yeah, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.